You abandoned me. Love don't live here anymore.
Today at about 1:40, South area patrol officers responded to a radio call of a robbery had just occurred in the 3700 block of San Francisco Drive. Officers met with the victims of that robbery, collected some additional information, and put out a broadcast. Responding units and those officers were in the area at about 2 p.m. when they saw a female who matched that description. At that time, they attempted to detain that female, and an officer involved shooting occurred.
First they said that she had a knife.
First they said she had a knife, and that she was in the alley hollering and cussing, and she was had stabbed somebody. But when they got to the alley, there was no person. It was just her. Now they're saying that she had a knife. When all the cars started pulling up, they said that they was about to taser. They never pulled out a taser. The other guy got out the car, pulled out a gun, and shot her.
Now what nationality was she?
And then now the story
what nationality is she?
She's black.
And what nationality was the officer who shot?
Hispanic or white.
Okay. Okay, so you say you know the person?
I know Ty.
Okay, Ty.
She was a young girl, didn't bother nobody. She was an orphanage. The state was paying for her own place. You know what I'm saying? Whatever she might have did, the police, this was the police thing. They didn't have no training. They wasn't in Vietnam. They don't know nothing about no riots. They just was on some old stupid shit. The police is gangbangers. They killed the little girl for nothing.
Another place to stay, another home. You've abandoned me. Love don't live here.
This work that we're doing is not optional. It is urgent. We have no other choice. The young sisters were just here talking a moment ago, crying because they don't know whether or not they have a future. So for anybody and all black people to say the system is ingrained and there's nothing we can do about it, we have no option.
You have to go away. Don't you know I miss you so and need your love? You've abandoned me. Love don't live here anymore.
Well, it's been a year and it seems like just a few months. It still feels fresh. We're still waiting for justice for Ezell. We're praying and we're waiting for justice. We're waiting still for answers. We're waiting for Chief Beck to make his decision on the disciplinary action, if there will be any, against the officers who murdered Ezell. And we're just very hopeful that something's going to happen. We're still waiting for District Attorney Jackie Lacey to either file charges or let us know if she's not. So it's very, we're very anxious. We're waiting.
Love don't live here anymore. Just emptiness and memories of what we had before.
Yesterday, as we know of right now, two young men were standing right here on the sidewalk, 1724 West Florence Avenue. At that time, another male black suspect approached them, fired multiple shots. Both victims sustained gunshot wounds. They collapsed here at the ground. One was pronounced dead. The other was transported to California Hospital. He is still in critical condition. As we know, the suspect fled right here on Hobart Avenue, southbound. Got into a car that we know of right now as a light grayish four-door vehicle. Went southbound Hobart and then westbound 74th Street and went out of sight. At this point, we have very little information.
Why'd you have to go away? Don't you know I miss you so and need your love? You've abandoned me. Love don't live here anymore.
Black lives just don't matter when white people kill us. Black lives matter even more when brother kills brother. We ask you this day, dear Heavenly Father, to remove all barriers that we use to stand divided.
Right now, Lord.
Remove colors if we use them as a means of dividing each other.
Yes.
Remove religious titles if we're using that as a means to divide each other. This is an hour where black people must unite.
Yes.
And we are asking you this day, dear Heavenly Father, that in the name of our brother Deshaun, bless us to save other lives. Bless us to run interference that this generation, which is the best generation we've ever produced, because they're courageous, they're bold, they're just misguided.
You know what I mean? Cool, spread out the watch. I just want to tell all the young brothers, watch out for the infiltration and perpetration. How the police infiltrate us, come kill our brothers and make it look like rival gangs.
I'm Najee Ali, community activist here in South LA on Florence Avenue and Hobart Street. Unfortunately, 2 young black men were shot at the car wash. According to my understanding, one was taken to the hospital, but one has lost her life. And what makes it more tragic, he was shot in front of a young child and actually murdered.
So, from Ezell Ford to Omar Abrego to now another victim slain here, right back here in the area of what they consider the J's. You know, 2015, the summer of 2015 has been very deadly, one of the most deadliest summers I've ever had doing this show. So I just want to put out there to all the protesters, to all the marchers, to all the religious groups, Ezell Ford, may he get justice, is now tied, who a young lady who was killed, supposedly with a knife. Some people feel that could have been prevented. There's other measures that they could have used. But again, you know, to the officers who are out there who's watching, you know, definitely listen to the community, and the community has to follow the law. But there's a balance of both. We all have to juggle, you know, what's right and what's wrong, but we all have to meet in the middle. So I'm Nash Baker, and you're watching A Million Hits 2015, summer of 2015. Peace.
Just a vacancy, babe.